All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. If you are there, turn on your camera because we do like to see your faces so that we can interact with you guys too along the way and ask lots of questions. So it is week 3, right? Yeah, this is week 3 of our Push to Diamond. So just to give you a heads up, I kind of talked about this a little bit last night if you didn't see that live video that I did, but there is currently $1,460 that is in the pot for people that rank advance during the month of April, and then obviously hold it for that, 6 consecutive weeks. So just to give you a heads up, like make sure that you've got that on your radar. That pot's pretty big right now. I don't think we have a lot of rank advancements that have happened at this point in time. So that split will be an equal split between everybody that holds it. And I'll go back and give you the dates of when that's all going to be distributed. But we have the one from March that is in the 6-week qualification that will be dispersed in the month of June, I think, or not June, in the first week of May. So if you qualified in March, you're going to be getting that payout. But just remember that you have to hold it. You have to hold it for 6 consecutive weeks. And we do that. The reason we do that is because we just want to make sure it wasn't like I just built everybody up and I got myself to diamond and I have my husband's in emerald and my friends in emerald, but more or less like you not only got yourself to diamond, but then you started to think past diamond and said, okay, I know where my weak points are. I know where I need to continue to recruit. And we want you to get past that, 4-week mark where everybody's Shakeology order ships. And so it kind of says like, okay, this is really like a solid rank. So if you're wondering like, what's the whole 6 weeks for, we're kind of prepping you for what it's like to go through qualifications as a star diamond, because when you go to 1 star, you don't just automatically become a 1-star diamond. You do this qualification period. So for 6 consecutive weeks, you have to hold everything kind of the way it is with yourself and your one other diamond, and then you become what they call a paid star diamond. So then you actually bump up to that next rank. So just a little education on that part to give you a little background. So lots of stuff going on this week. Our entire focus is how to duplicate, how to advance people in rank, how to get your coaches to become emerald. So a lot of what you're going to see throughout this entire week is going to be geared towards that thought process. So make sure you're checking in, make sure you're, part of the group, you're interacting, you're doing your daily posts. Like that is so important that you are staying plugged in, kind of like your fitness. When you stay plugged into the accountability groups for your workouts and your nutrition, you're more likely to stick with it and get results. All right. So with that being said, Val is one of our amazing leaders in our organization. And she and I have been kind of chatting back and forth about, how, and has a lot of growth right now happening in her team. And she's been doing some things a little differently that have really worked. And she's going to share some of that and the mindset behind that as well. So get excited, get your notebooks out. Let's take some notes. I'm going to turn it over to you, Val.
Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bozzo. I have been a coach for my 5-year anniversary is actually May 6th. So I'm like gearing up for some exciting posts. Let's just be real. Social media is going to blow up because this was honestly the first thing that I have ever done where I stuck to it. Like this is the longest job I've ever had in my entire life. Okay. And coming into coaching, I had no clue what in the world I was going to do. Like probably most of you. I just wanted some results. I wanted my product for 25% off, and I needed to stay accountable longer than like 2 weeks, and then I would always have the reputation of falling off. But then I saw this business opportunity whenever I finally signed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, if I could just make a couple $100 extra to help make ends meet, that would be like my biggest ultimate goal. That was like week 1 as a coach. Then I got onto a Monday night dream team call, heard Melanie speak for the very first time, and she's like, why not you? And she like started talking about income and all this, and I was like, wait, she's a mom of 2. I'm a mom of 2. She works out from home. You're right, why not me? Why can't I do this? And I was always the one who would have these limiting beliefs. I did not have self-confidence, like nothing 5 years ago. But I just kept reminding myself every day, okay, if this girl can do it, I know that I can do it. So I just started to literally mimic and duplicate what the leaders of the Dream Team and Beachbody organization were doing. And with that was when I set my goal of diamond. And my reason for going diamond, you guys, was because all the cool people were diamond. And then I was like, I want to be best friends with them. It was like Alyssa Shoemaker, Katie Ursta, Deidre Penrose, Melanie. And I'm like, I just want to like be in their little posse and go on these fun trips with them. Like that was my drive. And then Melanie hosted a Push to Diamond group just like this. And I remember going into it and the pot of money was like $100. And you guys, the pot of money is way bigger than $100 that it was 5 years ago. But I was like, okay, cool, I want that money. So I went all in and I went diamond within 30 days in that group because I set my mind to doing it, okay? So first thing you hear us all say, it's always going to be mindset, and that it has to be this determination of, here is the date that I am setting for myself to rank advance, and I'm going to do it by X date or maybe sooner, right? But you are here for a reason, all right? So it's taking that mindset, taking that determination, and understanding that diamond is literally 12 people in your entire organization. And when you really break that down, it's not that many people. And we're already, a few weeks into this group. You've seen the tips and tricks that we have given you, and now I'm going to just kind of share what I've been doing over really the last year, I'll say, in my business to now where it looks like I'm having this like overnight success, right? It looks like all of a sudden I just have all of this growth. But what I need every one of you to understand is I put in the work, the consistency, I do the vital behaviors every single day, and now it's just paying off over the last 6 months because it takes that long to really generate that kind of momentum, okay? But with diamond and how I'm going to show you what I do with my team and why we're popping diamonds and star diamonds and how I have these new coaches really starting to become emerald coaches and moving up the ladder is by this simple trick that I shared with you guys in a live video last week. I'm going to break it down just a little bit more for you this morning to help you understand that the key behind what this is that I'm doing is the date stamp on it, okay? So I have, Melanie posted a really great image in the page with, it's the diamond bubble. Ultimately, it's the exact same thing that I'm going to show you on paper. But, you can write in your contacts next to it, who you're inviting, what you're doing for your business. But let's just take this little diamond bubble. I have my one coach right here. Her paper is already out, all right? But it looks literally like this, where I just took these little bubbles and wrote in their names. So the names of the coaches that she already has, I did this for her. You guys can all pull out a piece of paper if you haven't done this yet. Go into your Monitor My Business in your back office, click on Sponsorship Drill Down, and right there is going to show you who your coaches are currently, and I want you to focus on the ones that say active next to their name. Inactive coaches will not get you anywhere unless if they order their 50 PV or higher order to make them active in your back office, okay? So take your coaches. Let's say you have 5 coaches right now who are active, and I'll take right here. We'll have Brent, Tammy, Jody, Lynn, Megan, and Charlene, right? Those are like active coaches right now. So what then I did for my coach and what you can do for your own diamond roadmap right now is I listed this out. Okay, I know that I give every one of my coaches as soon as they go emerald, I give them a 30-day diamond roadmap that looks exactly like this. I write it out just like this for them. So I break it down and I'm like, okay, we can focus on signing up 2 coaches a week ultimately because most people are going to go emerald in a week. So that's what we're doing right here. We're taking it down and I said, okay, and whenever I made this, I was like, we're going to have 410. This was April 10th, and put 410 into these little bubbles, and that would give her the 4 active coaches on each leg, on her left leg and on her right leg. Her business is solid. And then we're going to take that next week, and we need to focus on those creating emeralds. I have every one of my coaches sign up a spouse if they're married, and after they get these 4 and 4, I then have them build their spouse to emerald. That is the one account that they can control, and I like that. I have always done that, and I will not sugarcoat how important it is to have a secondary account that you have control over as you're building, so it will be in place right there. And then as you grow and you start to understand the business more, your upline will teach you like a little bit more steps of this whole secondary business. But right now, all that you need to know is if you've not signed up your spouse yet, I am encouraging you, make that happen. And then your next route would be to sign up or to then make your spouse Emerald, which is just taking your customer or whoever you're signing up as a coach, putting them into your spouse's account. Literally, you give the person who is ordering your spouse's coach ID, and you literally, if they ask questions, I never even say, hey, I'm signing you up under my husband. I never even say that. I just send them. If anyone comes back and says, hey, it says Dustin at the top of who is my coach, and I'm like, oh yeah, I run a business through his name too. Don't worry, I'm your coach. That's it. I don't say anything else. No one has ever not done what I asked them to do because the coach name is different, okay? So I am having her build her husband. She's actually building her husband to Emerald this week, this coach in particular. And while we're doing that, she is then building an Emerald for her own business center. Now, this is key. And this is what I'm finding is helping my coaches. And I'll give you another, for instance, one of my coaches, Nicole, she had 2 coaches whenever we started this group, right? I gave her this exact same roadmap and she was like, oh my gosh, light bulb, that works. That gives me something to work towards. Because now she has 6 coaches. She's recruited 4 coaches in the last 2 weeks because of this. Okay, by 4:10, we're going to have 2 more coaches. By 4:19, you're going to sign up 2 more coaches. You know, just this constant, it's showing you that momentum forward. And something that I've learned and I've helped my team to understand is I got so caught up in just preaching Success Club. Hit the Success Club. We aim for Success Club. There was never a reason why behind it, unless if, you know, it was something like this, like a goal. So I kind of I let the foot off the gas, I'll say, with just hit Success Club over and over again. And instead of just saying those words, I'm now explaining to my team, by doing this, you're going to hit Success Club naturally. So it's not a stressor to hit Success Club first and then focus on my rank goals. Hit Success Club and then do that. No, Success Club comes with this because signing a coach 9 times out of 10, you're signing them up with a challenge pack anyways, or you're signing them up with Shakeology or Performance Pack or something. So it makes it more fun and more doable because you're like, oh my gosh, not only am I doing this, am I signing up coaches, am I growing a business? Now it's more fun because I have a team that I'm creating. I don't know if you guys know about the Fast Start bonus, but when you sign up 5 coaches in a 5 consecutive week period, you get a $100 Fast Start bonus. So right there is more income. You're growing your income by growing your team. And it's just that residual income. It's going to be that longevity over time where you're earning money in your sleep, you guys. And I didn't see the benefits or anything in the moment of when I was building my business to Diamond, right? But I just trusted and I believed that everything that Melanie was saying and everything that all of these coaches had done before, that it would play out because they had already achieved what it was that I was working hard for. And guess what? It happens. It's just that trust and just completely defying all of those odds and just doing it. Now, I am going to tell all of you right now, start with this. Any coaches that you have who are like, yeah, I think I'm going to work the business, or yes, I want to work this business with you. It's all going to come from your vision and how you're painting the picture for the people who are following you and your own team and making this the easiest thing that they can do and telling them over and over, this is not hard, this is fun. You're going to take this and you're going to put, say you have 2 coaches in your business who are like, yeah, I want to build the Emerald, right? Because this is what we're talking about all week. We're teaching you how to build Emerald coaches and make it so it is just like, they just know that that's what we're doing. I want you to take out another sheet of paper for each one of your coaches who are working. And even if that is your husband's account, do it so you have a visual that you're working towards, okay? I want you to write their name at the top. I want you to put left leg, right leg, and I literally want you to put 2 bubbles, circles that are blank, and I want you to write down the dates. What is today's date? I want you to write down April 19th, and then April 21st. Okay, I'm just throwing out numbers right there. But by doing that, you then send it to your coach or coaches who you're creating this for, and you're like, here's your Emerald roadmap. We're doing this week. Emerald in 1 week, non-negotiable. Take this and run. Now you're going to go and sign up 2 coaches. Now give them examples. What did I just tell you guys? If you haven't signed up your spouse, go sign your spouse up as a coach. And this is also like my tip for you. If or when you sign up your spouse, or you're advising your team to sign up their spouses, this is why challenge pack. And it might seem like, oh my gosh, I have to buy another challenge pack. Get excited to buy this next challenge pack under your spouse. You get 2 points. You're going to get the commission back. So you're going to get probably $40 to $60, depending on whichever challenge pack you purchase for your spouse. But here's the kicker. I have my coaches purchase a challenge pack in the 140 section, and they get the physical DVDs, okay? Something that's 140, or the 3-day refresh challenge pack. Here's why. I use the DVDs or the refresh as a giveaway in my challenge group, as an incentive for if I'm at Success Club 4 at the end of the month and I need something like to give away for someone who signs up with their next challenge pack, I have something to give away. And then the Shakeology, I will either have them get Shakeology packets and sell them for $20 for 5 packets or something to those people who are kind of just teetering on the fence of, I don't know if I want to do this. Or if they don't use the performance pack, I have them get the performance pack challenge pack so they can start using Recover, Hydrate, Energize in their own daily routine to build their business. And ultimately, I use it every single day. So I want my team to use it every single day. Okay, so it's not like it's just money that you're throwing out the window to sign up a spouse. It is an important business building tool that you need to have your spouse in your business, and so you can get these extra products ultimately way cheaper than if you're just buying them outright. Okay, and then you can sell them and get your money back if that's a choice that you make. Make sure you're expressing this to your team as well, okay? And then, so just let's see, most people probably have a spouse. That's their one coach. And then I promise you, with the mindset that they have, if they're sharing their results, like we teach you guys, if they're posting on social media, if they're inviting, then they're going to have a best friend. They're going to have a parent. They're going to have a challenger. They're going to have someone who is going to sign up with them if they are asking and inviting to this. It is not hard. And you guys know it. You're in the Simon group. You're signing coaches. Like it's just that progression, and it's a mindset. And I will tell you, one of the best books that I ever read in, kind of learning how to go into that leadership mindset was People Follow You by Jeb Blunt. My favorite book. I actually reread it a couple weeks ago. And it's just this whole mindset process where it's like light bulb moment. Okay. So, and you know what? Maybe that's a gift that you give. I would always, in the beginning of my business, every person who went Emerald, I would send them a personal development book and like a handwritten card with like a packet of Energize or something in it, just because it's just that extra little, thanks for joining my team. Like, here's the foundation that we're building. I want you to lock arms and do this with me. Okay. So with that, that's just how you're going to focus on building your Emeralds this week, because ultimately you can go out and sign up coach after coach after coach. You really can. It's that decision. I'm going to give you a couple examples of that here in just a minute. But when you can build that foundation of Emeralds, your income is going to grow faster. You're going to get more comfortable in this whole leadership thing, because it's not something that we're just naturally born with. Oh, we're going to lead a team of Beachbody coaches. Like, it's not. It sounds crazy. I was like, what? Whenever I started this. But it became my passion. Like, my passion is creating new leaders. Like, it's fun. It's just this challenge, I guess, to just help people understand and see the potential that they have in themselves. And it's where that confidence and that belief and that trust comes into play deep inside of your own soul. So it sounds crazy, but it is the most rewarding thing of this business, because you're here. So you obviously love the products. You love Shakeology. You yourself probably have some really great results. You get to do that, duplicate that over and over again with people that you're signing up, and it just goes down the line. And then you get to escalate and emphasize that kind of success in a business platform now. Okay, so And if you guys have any questions, please type it in the chat, and then I will definitely answer them as I'm finishing up here. But I want to give you just a couple of examples of how this is working so incredibly well for me, okay? Because I don't know if you guys follow me, but you probably saw that I had a diamond and 2 star diamond qualifiers pop this week, okay? That literally happened on Wednesday in like 5 hours, okay? My coach Kaylee had like, I think she was 5 coaches total away from that 1 star qual. Kelsey, I'm sorry, it was Kelsey and Kaylee. They each one had like 5 coaches that they needed, and the other had 4, okay? So I'm going to give you just like these defining moments. They decided, they had been sitting there, their goal had been 1 star qual since like, I don't know, maybe like last October, right? And it just kept saying, oh, I'm close, I'm close, I'm close. Man, it didn't happen. Man, it didn't happen. I have said that a million times over, okay? But finally, I was like, no, you guys, this is a decision. Remember how it was when you went diamond. You have to just say, I'm all in, I'm doing whatever it takes, and we're going to roll with it. They both did that. I literally gave them this little diamond roadmap for 1 star, literally sent it to them on Wednesday at like noon. Both of them are full-time teachers. They were both at work. I was like, you guys realize you only need, like I said, one needed 4 coaches, one needed 5 coaches. That's it. And they're like, okay, I'm totally going to do this. They both busted their asses for 5 hours, like while they're at work, doing all of this messaging, giving incentives, offering like gift cards back if someone signed up as a coach by 9 p.m. that evening, like went back through all their challenge groups. They did it, okay? They did it. They got all of their coaches in place. They called, I know Kelsey, I think, called her aunt or something, and her aunt was like, okay, I'll totally help you out. I'll sign you up. That's what it takes. It is that grit and that heart and that drive when you say, I am making this happen, and I'm going to tell everyone about it. You know what? Their vision was casted stronger than ever this last week, because not only in private messaging were they saying, here's what I'm trying to accomplish. You would help me hit the biggest goal that I've ever worked for in my business, and I would be so grateful for it. People get excited to help you hit these goals. I promise you, I've been in this situation multiple times, and now I'm teaching my team, and it gets them excited. They're getting these wins, and they're bringing their team with them who are now excited, and some people who they had no idea would even want to work the business. These discount coaches saw the excitement. They were messaging with the discount coaches, you know, saying, hey, would you do me a favor? Can you go emerald for me literally today, right now, sign your spouse, and, you know, go share your results on social media, and I'll help you with messaging the people who like it or comment. That's how they did it in literally 5 hours. And I'm gonna compound on this too. So not only did they both end up going 1 star qualifying, my coach Kaylee, this was kind of my mistake too, okay? It was 9 p.m. She got all of her people in place. I went and did her downline check to make sure all of the coaches, her emeralds were correct, everything. I realized that both emeralds were on her left leg, and she had no emeralds on her right, or under her coach, so she built her husband. So 2 emeralds on 1 leg. You guys know you have to have an emerald on your left and an emerald on your right. She was like devastated in that moment. She was like, oh my God, I just worked so hard for like 5 hours. I am so defeated. She's like, I'm literally crying right now. There's no way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do as her leader? Like, I do not want her to be defeated. Like, she just pushed so hard. She literally messaged me back, and she was like, all right. She's like, that's it. Here's my defining moment. The old Kaylee 5 hours ago would have been like, oh, well, I'll do it next week. But she was like, no, I am doing it this week. I am going to make this happen. 11 p.m., she had another emerald built on her husband's right leg. 2 hours. She created 3 emeralds in a matter of 7 hours this past Wednesday. Like, it gives me chills to know that it ultimately stems from just that belief that you can flip and do anything that you want to do. And I cannot be more proud of my team right now for just taking that next step into their own business and saying, I hear you, Val. I hear what you're saying. Like, it's not hard. It's a decision that you're going to make, and I'm going to trust you when you're telling me that this, doing X, Y, and Z, giving me this action plan, then promising me once I hit this action plan, you're going to help me and tell me, okay, now, next step, we're going to build your weak leg. We're going to get that residual income momentum going. We're going to stabilize that rank, and we're going to keep doing these exact same things over and over weekly. And that's what this business is built on, okay? It's not letting your foot off the gas, getting discouraged, getting defeated, you know, saying maybe this isn't for me because I can't do X, Y, and Z. You can do anything that you put your mind to doing. I promise you. I'm sitting here right now. My husband has been in Texas at a tech school for his Air Force Reserve job, whatever, since the first week of January. I have an infant who just turned 6 months old. I have 2 grade school girls, so 3 kids, solo, full-time coach, sitting over here working my business in these crazy pockets of time, 0 help, no family lives around me, you guys. I have Jen Guthrie, who's my BFF, and I keep calling her my husband while my husband's gone because she's out in my kitchen in case the baby wakes up. We literally coordinated so I could do this call for you guys. And kids play soccer, school sports, everything. I am literally like walking this tightrope right now of just trying to make it all fit in. No perfection over here at all, okay? I get what I need to get done every single day. I do my vital behaviors and I check in with my team because they keep me going, they keep me alive, and I just believe in every single person that puts forth any kind of effort to say, I want to make this business work, and this is what we do, okay? I put the emphasis on diamond because diamond to me is a no-brainer. Diamond to me is you get the highest cycle bonus that Beachbody offers in any rank, okay? You get it's the team culture that is built on a diamond coach because not only is it like that's that first step into real leadership. You have a team under you, right? It's also not, you're helping your own self by building your income and building a team and helping all these people, but you're also helping your upline coach with this, with the like I said, the team culture. Our community is built on star, diamond, 1 star. All these stars means that you have diamonds underneath you. And that's what we're trying to then teach you to build and create. It's this depth and this growth. I know I could not wait to be one of Melanie Mitro's diamond coaches. Like, it's just this thing. And I know that my coaches, like, I'm put out there, like, my goal is 15-star diamond this year. My team knows that. We are pushing for this. And sometimes I would get, like, scared to say that. It's not my own agenda. I want to teach my diamond coaches how to do this exact same thing because there's no feeling like knowing that you have this, it's this girl tribe, right? We just have this tribe, and it's like, I always joke, I'm like, we're going to get jackets and stuff. Like, it's so cool that it's not this catty high school crap. It is, we are empowering, uplifting, inspiring women, and we get to keep doing this every single day. So I don't know about you, but I hope that every single one of you guys like pop diamond right now because you're like, oh my God, Val is like awesome. And I'm going to go do diamond in the next 5 hours, just like Kaylee and Kelsey did, right? Peggy wants a jacket. We're going to get jackets. But seriously, I get lit up. My business is not work to me. It's something that like I literally have to tear myself away from because I just enjoy sitting here, you know, working and talking to you guys and building my own business. So I could ramble on, but I will stop and I will answer any questions that you guys might have. So feel free to unmute, totally chill.
Hey, I have a question for you, Val.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people are going to say, okay, so these coaches that like literally sign 4 coaches in a day, you know, like what were they saying? Who were they asking? And what were they like saying? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. So I know, and I can tell you, and actually I'm sure that I can get them to even like create a little document or send me what they were actually messaging, and I can make that for you guys and upload it into the files. But I advised them on what to say. I had them literally send out, like they went into their past challenge groups. So for me, I don't know about you guys, but I never delete any of my old challenge groups like on Facebook. I just don't. So, and they don't either. They're my people. I attract my people. So we're all like procrastinating, like who cares, fly by the seat of our pants kind of people. So I had them start there where they went into their old challenge groups and messaged all of their old challengers, whether they had fallen off, whether they're still challengers, whatever. So they went through there and they just messaged with them with this, hey, I have this like great offer for you guys. If you get back on the wagon with me, I will give you I think it was like a $20 gift card. I think that's what like Beachbody lets you do, is like a gift card. So they started with the whole gift card. Every person who would sign up, they were just incentivizing right off the bat because they were pushing for this goal. So they started with that. If you sign up with a coach and get the discount on your Shakeology or any of your products, I'm going to give you this kickback. And you're going to just be helping me out to hit this huge goal. I think that's the key piece to it. No matter really what you say, I think and it's very short. I tell all my team, like, 3 to 4 sentences, keep it short so nobody opens up a message and they're like eye rolling, like, oh my God, I have to read this 4-paragraph message. I'll do it later. I want them to be very, very quick with it. And that's what they did. So I'll put that into a document, but that's it. That's what they did. And then they called in favors, like I said, with then their challengers or their coaches or their discount coaches. They just went through and asked them all to, hey, would you mind signing up your spouse? I know that you love the product. You could get like the performance line. I know it's something that we've talked about you trying before. None of them had a problem with it, you guys. Like the ones who got back, they were all like, yes, let me help you. So I think that's key. It's just letting them know your heart, and there's no like ulterior agenda or anything.
I agree. What else?
Hey, I had a question. So I don't have like a lot of challengers. I only have 2, and both of them are already signed up as discount coaches. So as far as like not actual challengers, like what kind of people should I be asking? Because it seems that every person I ask just doesn't care or doesn't want to follow up after I talk to them.
Hey girl, Rachel's one of my coaches, so I'm totally gonna talk to you. And you know what I'm gonna tell you, right? Like, because I tell this to, obviously, but she's one of my PS coaches. Rachel's been a coach for what, 2 months, and you're killing it, girl. Like, this is your 3rd month. So understand too, you guys, that I get where you're coming from with that, Rach, because that was me. You're still trying to build your audience. You're still trying to, get people to join you with believing in you. Your posts are great. It just takes sometimes that consistency. It took me like 6 months to really where people were like, oh, this girl's not going to quit this time, because I was notorious for starting like at-home businesses, literally gone through like 6 of them, and then I would quit like a month later. So I had to build trust. So that's probably, you're kind of in that trust building phase. But here's what I did. I literally signed every single one of my customers who were coming in as challengers as a coach right off the bat. And I think I've shared that document. I'll go in. If I haven't, then I will post it into the files of this group. My own preference, and this is what I teach my team, because it has obviously worked to create massive success in my business. Every single time I would send them, instead of sending them, like the challenge pack link, I just sent them the coach sign up link, and I explained to them page 1, personal info, page 2, you're going to choose the 160 challenge pack that we talked about, the all access with blah, 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 and page 3 is payment. I'm doing this for you to set you up with the automatic discount for any other products, because once you get into the challenge group, you're going to see that you're going to want to try Energize, because you're going to see me using it every day. You're going to need Recover, because it's going to help with your muscle soreness. Like, I'll tell them these things about the product, and I'm like, get so excited because you're going to love this. And like, I just bring the energy and the excitement, and 9 times out of 10, I never had anyone question, because they don't even know. They would think that that's just the way to ultimately sign up anyways. And here's the kicker too, because sometimes people will be like, oh my gosh, but it's a coach. I tell them, if you see the word coach, don't let it freak you out. I'm just signing you up. It's just the way that our business does the discount. No strings attached. You don't have to meet any kind of a quota or anything. And then I also tell them that just like with their regular enrollment, they can cancel this at any time. No penalty to cancel, like nothing. There's no strings attached. Okay, so Rach, I want you to do that. I mean, you're my PS, so I can tell you what to do, right? I always say, listen to what I tell you. So yes, that's what I want you to be doing, because you're rocking it. You're signing people up left and right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, and then I look at it this way too. Let me add onto this. So most of my coaches right now have a goal of success called 10. That's just what we do. That's 5 coaches. If you do it exactly how I just, talked about with Rachel and how I built mine, 5 coaches equals Success Club 10. That's 5 challenge packs. That's basically diamond because everyone in this group has 4 active coaches anyways before you could get into this group. So right there, that's your whole downline. That's you, and then you can put one of them under your spouse, right? And you just keep building. Megan, do you want? Oh yeah, Megan, that's really good. So you guys can copy what Megan just said, how she signs people up with the coach link right off the bat too. And I will upload my document. Megan, mine says pretty much the same thing too, so that's awesome.
And then I put mine in there about how I explain signing up under your husband too. Like I just copied and pasted my little script that I have in there. Bring on the volume. It does. It does. People get kind of freaked out about signing up discount coaches, but if you're doing your job from a challenge group perspective and supporting your customers, they're going to stay as loyal customers, right? I mean, some come in and out, but they're going to stay around and they're going to keep trying more products and they're going to be more willing to buy the beach bars and the performance line because they're getting the discount too. So you got to think about you're actually offering them an opportunity to be able to experience more of what we have to offer.
I'll jump in real quick just because I was on a enrolling rampage this weekend. But I too judge people, maybe you shouldn't prejudge people, but if someone's a little bit more hesitant and I think they're going to be totally thrown off by the idea of coach, I will stick with customer if they're already I had a girl this weekend who just was a little bit more, I don't know, she just seemed super skeptical, and I know she's skeptical. So the last thing I want to do is be go enroll as a coach, because now her skepticism's through the roof. So with her, I kept her I'm going to get you results. She was already I don't believe in Shakeology. I'm no, you have to try it. There's a money back guarantee. So that one, I just stuck with the customer, because then I'm going to reach out to her when her Shakeology is going to ship. I'm going to say, hey, I know you're loving the group. You're loving your Shakeology. Do you want to try our discount membership? And I'll flip her next month. But with the other people who are so pumped to get started, that was the message I sent to them. And they were all perfect VIP. And I use the share cart for everything because I just think it's so easy. And I just send them the share cart and they sign up and then it's finished. And I didn't see your script, Mal, but I had people going under my husband this weekend. And I did this same thing. And I'm by the way, when I send the share cart, I'm you'll see Kyle Blinka pop up as your assigned coach. That's my husband. It's just the other business center I run. Nobody questions it. Nobody says a word about it. So I think it's if you can go into it with confidence, but also realize I don't know. I feel sometimes I put a little bit of judgment in there. If someone's super I don't know. I just feel some people get weirded out by the coach discount. So 90% I go coach because I think it's, I tell them it's going to benefit them and that's how I did it. But then obviously you can kind of use your judgment.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with you there for sure. I wouldn't do that with people who are already, I feel I've already convinced them that they need to do this. Yeah. No, I like that. And then Christy, that's a good question. She asked about how do you explain the $15.95? I do not even talk about it unless they question it until 3 weeks after they've been signed up as a coach. And the way I break it down and explain it to them, I compare it to Amazon Prime. And I'm listen, just like Amazon Prime, where you spend $99 for the year, this is $15 a month, $16 a month, whatever, that you're getting discounted shipping on your products, that you are getting a discount 25% off. And then if you take the option of wanting to get your Shakeology for free or your product for free, let me know and I can help you with that. And that's going to cover your website fees. I just kind of break it down. And again, I just make it all super positive and they're oh my God, cool. And then I also let them know, I'm even with the $16, you're still saving $30 a month on your shake. So most don't ever even question it.
I'll share one more tip because I'm doing it as we sit here. I'm writing thank you notes to everyone who ordered, and I send them little thank you notes, and I pop in Energize and Recover, or I sent a box of bars out to the people who ordered last week when I was promoting the bars, because it also makes their discount that much more valuable and it helps the volume end. So if you send them Energize, you send them a bar, they love them both. Now that 25% discount is that much more appealing and it's that much more volume to you to help you cycle and make more income. So I'm just doing that right now.
I got something to add to that one is whenever you're signing up, like if you have a spouse's account or you're like overstocked in Shakeology because you're ordering, like there's that new coach pack that you can buy that gives you all those samples, like a vegan and regular and performance line. Like that's a good thing. And it gives you your PV for the month. So that kind of works for you too. So that's a good thing to order under your spouse's account to make that active. So you could include that in your little welcome packets too.
I actually send a thank you to everybody who purchases from me, Christy. I don't see you. I don't know who I'm talking to. But I send everybody something. And it just kind of depends on what I have. At one point I had overstock on Shakeology, so everybody got a packet from me just because I had that. And I'll pay attention. This one is going to a girl who signed up with a performance pack, so she's getting a packet of Shakeology because she didn't buy Shakeology. How someone who buys a Shakeology typical all access, they're gonna get in my little handy dandy desk drawer, I have packets. So then I send out an Energize and a Hydrate, and I like put a little business card in there and just say thank you. I just think the more time, like anyone who tries Energize, shouldn't say anyone, most people who try Energize and are gonna be in your group with you drinking it, they're gonna buy Energize because you love it and everyone loves it and everyone talks about it. So they'll buy it, but if they've never had it, they may not be willing to try it.
Right.
So like, and that too, like when I ordered my bars, I did like an extra, like I added on packets of Hydrate and packets of Energize, and I put those in so I can give people like something else.
Love it.
And then with the 2B mindset coming out also, like I know that's a couple of weeks away, but think about how you can use this strategy of signing everybody up as a VIP or right from the get-go, because everybody that joins your 2B mindset group is going to buy a challenge pack, every single person. So it is like a brand new opportunity to kind of push that in. And so now you're thinking like stability of your organization. So you're going to get to Diamond, and now you're just going to kind of start decorating it with your volume and continuing to grow. And if you teach your coaches to do that too, you see that duplication beginning to happen. Good call, guys.
I love it.
Was there any other questions? Oh, here you go. There you go, Val. What is something you say to inactive discount coaches?
I send out a monthly email through like my back office or whatever to all of my inactive coaches that just invites them to, my challenge group to get them reactive. Like right now, I just sent out an email, a week and a half ago about the bars that came out. Like, hey, oh my gosh, you have to try these. I had them at leadership. They're amazing. So to get them active, is that what you're meaning? Like, that's what I do, especially for like this rank thing. So that was another thing that like my coaches, I have them all do is send them a message. Hey, and again, if you lead a lot of times with you'd be helping me out to hit this goal, if you go and order a 3-day refresh, and then we're going to do a 3-day refresh group starting next week, because let's be real, like we probably all ate too much Easter candy. Like that was my Easter, right after Easter email to all of my inactive coaches was, order a 3-day refresh with the Shakeology to get them that 50 PV. It has to be with the Shakeology packets for a refresh. Recover, a tub of Recover is 50 PV. So, go in and kind of look and memorize and give options or make images, just any fun things to get them to see, look what you're getting for only $50. And now even the apparel, like a lot of my challengers or a lot of my 80% of my business is built on discount coaches. Like that's just like the way that all businesses really work. So a lot of them are challengers and like lifers, and they love 80-day obsession or something. So like the 80-day obsession hoodie was, I think, 60 PV or something like that. So be like, you should totally go order that. It's such a comfy hoodie because they'll see me wearing it in a lot of my posts in my challenge group. So just they can order apparel, they can order product, they can order anything for 50 PV will make them active. So that's what I do. And then also in my monthly newsletter, I didn't say newsletter, it's like a quick email with like 2 topics of here's my next challenge group, and hey, if you're interested in becoming a coach with me, here's a link to my sneak peek, you should totally join. I think you'd be amazing as a coach because X, Y, and Z. And then I just send it out. It's nothing like major. And you could see like in your customers and your coaches list in your back office, you have all their emails listed. So that's what I do.
I'll add to that too, just because I actually hate to see inactive in my back office. Like, I hate to see that inactive listed next to someone. It just bothers me. I want to be like, order something or get out. And I say it in a nice way, but I also don't want them to waste money. So like, find out why they're inactive. Like, for one, their card could have like been compromised or expired and they don't know. So like, I always reach out to them and make sure, like, you can check when was their last order. They ordered Shakeology on May or March 1st. Here we are, April 15th. Their Shakeology hasn't shipped for the month. So what happened? Did they cancel it? Did they get backstopped? Did they return a flavor they didn't like? Like, finding out why. And I'll say like, hey, I noticed your Shakeology didn't go out on the 1st like it did last month. Just want to make sure like you were okay on your flavor or your card didn't expire, because that happened to me once and I was so mad when I ran out of my Shakeology or something like that. So find out why. And then like someone who's been active for like 3 or 4 months and like not in a group, I make sure I let them know that they're still spending $15.95 a month. Because I don't know how people don't know. Like, I had a girl that like for like 2 years, she was paying $15.95 and had no idea. I don't understand how that happens. I would know that happened. But I try to let people know if it's been like 3 months and they're not participating. And I can't tell you how many times I have people come back. Like, if you're not going anywhere and someone's paying and it's not their time, I let them know, and they're usually very thankful. Oh, I got pregnant. My doctor didn't want me to drink Shakeology. Or whatever they're going to say. I will help them cancel it and stay in very good terms with them, because then when they're ready, like if they really do cancel, they often come back. I had like several people come back to me with ADD obsession. That's just me. I can't stand the word inactive in my back office. So I try to get them like committed and back on, or if this isn't your time, cancel it and then just come back to me when you're ready. So different point of view. There are different ideas.
Cool. I think it was a good call.
I think so too. I think we got a lot of work to do.
Time to go get your bubbles, make your list for your emeralds, go. It's that communication of here's the expectations and this is what we do as coaches. It's just a non-negotiable thing. So you set that clearly, state that clearly, even though sometimes you're shaking in your guts and like, oh my gosh, what if they think that I'm bossing them around? You're not. You're literally like making it clear to them what you expect and what we as coaches do. And just go out there and give them their game plans, okay? Awesome, guys. Thank you.
All right. See you guys. Oh, so Wednesday we have Kristen Battaglia. Megan, you organized that one. Or did I say that wrong?
Christina,
sorry. I knew it was with the K. So she's going to be on Wednesday. And do you have her like title for her topic?
She didn't have, well, when I was talking to her, she was like in final weeks of qualification to go from like a 6-star to a 10-star.
Wow.
So when I think she was, so when I talked to her, she was like, well, hopefully on Thursday, it's going to be X, Y, and Z. And then I reached back out to her and she never wrote back. I don't like have I'm not like super close with her. I just have done different random things with her. And I said to her, I was like, big picture, you've popped a crap load of diamonds. Cause she also is like, she went from like, she has several diamonds under her husband. She has several diamonds under a mom. And then she has like herself going 6 to 10. So I'm like, here's the deal. You've popped a lot of diamonds this year. Like, what did you do? So that was like that's like what I talked to her about. She was like, okay, got it. I could do that. So
perfect.
I didn't get an exact title. I'll follow back up with her today.
Cool. That's perfect. All right. And then Christy, you have hit diamond. So yes, it is all about stabilizing, which means, and this is what I did. So I have my little like diamond bubbles here this is my husband's account. And so for me, there is 4 on one side and 4 on the other. And I'm like, no. That's not good, because I know there's a good possibility somebody may go inactive. So I'm like, how many people can I get in there? So I've got like as many on each side as I can get. And then I want to try to get my emeralds to get 2 more coaches, because I want them to have another one on each side. So that's how I start thinking about like what's next. I don't stop, because if you stop, it all just falls apart. So you've got to keep going until you build that momentum. That's just the way you look at it. So, once you get to diamond, think to yourself, I'm going to create diamond again and again and again. And that's just the way you look at your goals from this point forward. So Sorry, I hijacked the end of the call. All right, I'll get that recording, guys. I'll get this posted. We're kind of out of time, so I'll get it up there. Thank you, Val, for taking the time today to share all of that. We'll get those resources, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.